Hello everyone, once again welcome back to the channel. In this video I am going to show you how to host your EC2 instance in the private subnet and accessing via the load balancer, and we can also attaching the CloudFront for the speed up your static web application, and also I am configuring the route 53 and accessing via my personal domain. Here you can see in the architecture we have one VPC in the AP South 1. This is the Mumbai region, and this is the VPC CIDR, and we have here you can see we have 3 subnets for the public and 3 subnets for the private, and one NAT gateway I am going to attaching in the one public subnet, and for whole VPC I am going to attaching the NAT gateway. This is the architecture of the diagram. And one more thing we have to keep in mind here, we have to set up the security groups, right? So that's why here you can see here this is the security group what I am going to create. For the public access for the jump server, only for my laptop is going to access this jump server because it is in the public subnet. It is not accessible to any other machines. And this the web server, it is hosted in the private. Here you can see here 6.24 it hosted in the private. That's why the user can't able to access the web, and the ALB is accessible for everyone. I'm going to give this for the inbound rules for the everyone. So this is the architecture level to designing the and hosting your public not public, private EC2 instance. So let's get started to develop the architecture. Go to your AWS console and type, firstly we have to go with the VPC first. As per the diagram, I am going to create the VPC firstly here. Mumbai 10.75 and CDR I am going to give 10.75.0.0/16. Create VPC. Once you're done, go to the subnets here. This is the default one, and click on the create subnet, select your VPC, public _ 1A 1 in the availability zone 1A 10.75.1.0/24. Let's create it. The first subnet is created. Let's try to create the second one. The repeat is the same what you see in the diagram. You take a screenshot of this thing and repeat it the same. Why? Because I am giving here 1B. The availability zone what I am going to select is 1B. So for easy identification purpose, I am going to give this 1B like that. And this is for the subnet what I am going to give here. You can see, observe, to easily identification purpose I am going to give this subnet and here. One C 3. Try to create the private. For the private, what was the first 4? 1, B underscore 5. You can see I created the 6 subnets, 3 public and 3 for the private with the availability zone identification. So let's try to create the route table here. Public route table. Select your VPC. Make sure don't select the default, select your VPC and create route table. I name it as a public RT. Click on this and go to the subnets associates. Here select all the public what you created. I'm selecting all the 3 here, because once you selected all 3, click on the save associations. Yeah, now it is listed here. And again I am going to create the route table for the private is for route table. Click on the route table ID here, sorry, private route table, subnets, edit. Yeah, is added. Come back to the diagram here. We have to attach the internet gateway. You can see I am going to attaching to this VPC. Come to your VPC dashboard here page, and the left side you can see in the below of the route table, click on the internet gateway, create internet gateway VPC Mumbai. Once you're done, it listed here. You can see the it is detached, not attached. So highlight it and click on the actions, attach to VPC, select your Mumbai VPC, attach internet gateway. That's it. Your internet gateway is attached and you got an indications like attached. Now we are going to attaching the NAT gateway to the one of the public subnet. In the same box you will get in the last second NAT gateway. Click this one, create NAT gateway, NAT gateway Mumbai. In this subnet I'm going to give public 1A1. This is 1A and this is subnet 1. I'm going to assigning it, and the private elastic IP, there is no elastic IP is here. I'm going to allocating it, allocate elastic IP. The elastic IP is also allocated to this NAT gateway. Click on the create once you're done. Yeah, the NAT gateway is also attached here successfully. Now what we have to attach this NAT gateway route table to this public subnet. Sorry, private subnet. Now I'm going back to the route table here. Go to your public subnet. For internet access, in the click on the routes, in the routes, edit routes, click on this thing and select this internet gateway and select it, save changes, and come back to the route tables here and select the private, click on this and click on the edit routes. Here select the NAT gateway. Yeah, done. Make sure in the private route table you have to attach this NAT gateway. Here NAT, in the private you have to attach the NAT, in the public route table you have attached the internet gateway, don't get confused. Yeah, we done all the network related part. Now we'll move on to the jump server. Here come to your EC2 dashboard, launch instance. I'm going to give this name as a jump server because in the publicly I'm going to accessing it. I'm going to select the Ubuntu. You can select what you need, flavor you like to host, and select the key pair. If you don't have the key pair, click on here and you can go to create a key pair. In the network settings, click on here, select the VPC, and the subnet I am hosting it here in the 1A1. See the diagram here, I am attached here 1, so I am hosting in the 1. Enable it, auto assign public IP. Just remember this thing, I am going to disable it in the web hosting, what we are hosting in the private subnet. I am going to disabling it here on that time. Now you just enable this thing, and here don't go with the default creating security group. So select the new, you created customized security group. So what I am going to do now, I am going to creating the security group. Go to the here security group, yeah, click on the create. In the create, I'm going to give the jump server allowed SSH and select proper VPC here. In the inbound role, type SSH and the source my IP. Only my IP can able to access this jump server. None of the other PCs can't able to connect here. Once it done, create security group. If you got any confusion, come back to your here diagram, take this also snapshot. We created a jump server 22 for my IP. We are going to create the ALB, create this ALB security group. Create. What happened here? Just copying it. ALB security group, allowed for public. In the inbound role, select HTTP to everyone and HTTPS to everyone. Create. This is for, you have to give security group for the everyone, not for the private related purpose. and one more security group we have to create, that is web hosting. Load only for the ALB and jump server. Select the proper VPC. In the inbound role, what I am going to give here, HTTP in the custom ALB, because I am not going to give this access to the jump server also and the public also. So I am going to give only for the ALB access. Same thing I have to give for the HTTPS and ALB. For SSH, I am going to access this, that's why I am going to give the jump. See, only my jump server, I have only permission to access the SSH, not the what I am saying. See, now I am going to text here. See, only SSH I can able to access. Done? Yeah, once it's done, click on the create security group. Make sure you have all the 3 ALB security group, jump servers and the web hosting. So let's move to the EC2 and refresh here. Click on the jump server and once it's done, click on the launch instance. Yeah, it's running. Let's try to connect it. Actually, I am facing a issue. I am going to check the security group. Click on the jump server. Click on the edit. Maybe I am using the mobile. That's why my IP is frequently changing. So I am going to give for the all for the time being purpose. And now try to access it. Yeah, now I can able to access. You can change the security group to the source or 0.0. Yes. Yeah, we done the jump server. I can able to access the internet also, but I am not going to install the Nginx here. What I am going to do now, I am going to starting the instance in the private in the 6 dot series of the subnet. Move on to the EC2 and launch instance. Web hosting private 6 Ubuntu. I am selecting the same key pair here. Network setting, click on your VPC and the subnet I am going to give public, sorry, not public, private 1C6 series 6 and the 6, right? And here in the previously I shown you on that jump server I am going to enable it. Now you have to select the disabled. We are not exposing this publicly for accessing the website, and you select existing security group here and you select the web hosting. Don't select anything, otherwise it's going to access by everyone. Don't select here. Once everything is done, click launch instance. See here, in my current directory there is no PAM file is here, right? Most of the people what going to do, they copying the content of the PAM and pasting it here in the EC2 instance. Don't do like that. I'm going to show one command here to copy the file otherwise I'm going to scp -i and new kp ubuntu @ and your jump server IP. home // this is the command. Hit enter. See, let's try to access it. See, it's copied from local system to the remote EC2 instance. Don't just copy this PAM file via this like this. Don't copy and paste it like this. Do it in a professional way. Yeah, we're done. Let's try to ping this one. Yeah, we can't able to ping it, right? Why? Because in the security group we are not going to adding inbound rule of the ICMP. That's why we can't able to ping it here. So come back to your security group here and go to your hosting, web hosting. In the inbound rule, what I'm going to give here, ICMP to the jump server. See, now I can able to access only from the jump server security group to the this pub private. Now ping the Google, is there any internet access or not? Yeah, we have an internet access via NAT Gateway. You can see the diagram. That's why I'm attached the NAT Gateway here in the public subnet. So no one can able to access here. You can observe one more thing. Here it is, EC2. In the EC2, can you able to see the public IP address here? No, but we can able to access the internet, right? So this is the NAT Gateway feature. Now try to install the Apache in the NAT Gateway, not the jump server. Make sure, let's say, see, this is the one, this is the public. Sorry, I am not connected. This is the wrong thing. I am explained. SSH FNI new what was the IP? Ping Google. Yeah, in the private subnet also we can able to ping the access. As I said in the previous, NAT Gateway helps to access the internet and is only accepting the is only giving the accessing public website, and no one can able to enter this EC2 instance. This is the future of the NAT Gateway. And let's try to install the Apache curl 10.75.6.114. yeah we can able to access the Apache here. What I am now adding some script here. Permission denied. Su added curl 10.75.6.114. You can see the IP 6.114 is accessing, see, and the host name also. Let's try to access this is via from the load balancer as per the diagram. Now we can able to see is whether is the Apache is running or not. Now try to add the target group here. Where is it? EC2. In the down below you can see the last load balancer section. Click on the target group, create target group, select the instance and target group web host. Protocol is 80 and VP, select the VPC here, click on the next. Here you have to select the web hosting private 6, not the jump server. Click on the include as a pending below and click on the create. One thing you have to observe here, the target is unused and it is in not came to the healthy state. It is unused because we are not attached this target group to the load balancer. In the same section load balancer, click on the load balancers here, create load balancer, select the application load balancer Mumbai, and make sure you have selected the internet facing here and the IPv4. VPC is Mumbai and select the availability zone public, not the private 1A and public 1A and the public 1B. In the security group, what previously we created a ALB, you're going to select this thing. In the target group, what we created in previously 1 minute ago, you have to select that one and click on the once everything is done, click on the create load balancer. Is saying the underscore is not allowed hyphen. The load balancer is going to provisioning now. It should come to available. You observe here one thing, it should come in the healthy state. Okay, for the time being I'm going to pause the video. Now it came to the active state. Now let's try to access this load balancer via DNS. When you click on the load balancer, you will get the DNS name here. Just copy it and paste it in the browser. So we're getting it temporarily unavailable. We done some small mistake here in the previously when selecting the availability zone for the route traffic. If you remember that, go to the network mapping when you selected the load balancer profile. Here you can see in the below availability low zone. It will helpful in the future. So that's why I leave it as a blank in the previously for the load balancer. We created the web hosting in the availability zone 1C and left unchecked on the load balancer while creating the LB. So now I am attaching this thing, and one more thing, in the target group still it is in unused state. you can observe here and save the changes. This troubleshooting may helpful in the future. Make sure you have all the 3 availability zones you selected and go to, try to refresh here. Yeah, you can see the resource map here, healthy state, and in the target group it moves to the healthy, from unused state to the healthy state. Let's try to refresh here. Yeah, you can observe I can able to access the website which is hosted in the private subnet, and we are going to do some more advanced thing like CloudFront, creating the CloudFront and the Route 53 and making it accessible via the customized domain, custom domain. So for the CloudFront I am not going to show here because it takes time for the half an hour. So what I am going to do now, go to my website. Here this is my website, harishinshetty.github.io. Go to here. Here in the left side you can see the projects. Click on the AWS projects here. Go to the first or this last 2 videos. I prefer go to the Mumbai, not Mumbai, sorry. Go to this Virginia video, so better you get understanding why we need to create ACM in the CloudFront, ACM CloudFront in the Virginia. For the CloudFront we have to create the certificate in the North Virginia, not in the Mumbai. So this thing is done, and let's try to add the certificate in the load balancer. HTTP rules. So I am taking a small break now. In the load balancer in the below you can see the listeners and rules. Click on this and click on the manage rules, edit rules, and one more here listener rules is there. Click on the default, otherwise you can also create the new rule, edit rule, and here you can see the protocol. I am going to translating to the HTTPS and make sure it is 443, and security group also you have to enable it the 443 for the public access. And one more thing I am going to show you here for the certificate. Please click on this certificate, and once it's done make sure click on this certificate and change the protocol. Once it's done click on this save. Yeah, once it's done come back here. It takes around 1 minute or 2 minutes. Yeah, now you can see I can able to access it because we translated to HTTPS and attach the certificate. So in the URL type HTTPS and hit enter. See, this connection is not private. Click on the advanced, click on the proceed. So now I can able to access with the HTTPS. You can observe the certificate here. The certificate is issued for this domain, not this Amazon AWS.com. So for this, what I am going to do now, you can also directly connect this load balancer DNS to the Route 53. And if you need advanced level for the internet static cache for all the regions, you go with the CloudFront. So everybody can do the Route 53 easily. For the more advanced level purpose, so I am going to creating and setting the CloudFront. Go to the dashboard, AWS, and type the CloudFront. I'm also saying one more thing, you have to create the certificate in the North Virginia, not the Mumbai region, and the road 53 also you have to configure. You don't know how to configure, just go with my YouTube channel. T3. Here you can see in the playlist I given the link, this playlist SSL, TLS, AWS. You can go through with both are same, but the certification manner of the setup is different. If you are using the CloudFront, go with the North Virginia, and if you are going with the ALB, go with the Mumbai. That is the main difference. And come back to the CloudFront. Click on the create a CloudFront distribution. CloudFront web private ALB single web instance. In the domain I am going to give Harish Shetty.xyz. Click on the check domain. Why? Because is getting the domain in the green indication, means I created in the road 53. Click on the next. Once it done, here I am going to selecting the elastic load balancer. See, elastic load balancer. I am browse, and in the load balancer region I am going to select the Mumbai. In the Mumbai you can see is listed automatically. Click on this load balancer and enable it, and use go with the recommended. Once it done, click on the next. Here they are recommending for the enable the WAF, so I am not going to it. Click on the next. For the TLS for the certification they are asking, it is there I think. Click on the next. Otherwise you don't have, you can also create here, they will show the message. Click on the next. Once everything is done, here you can see the create distribution. So it takes 4 to 5 minutes to enable this CloudFront DNS. Come to your distribution here. Actually you can see the last modified is deploying all the configuration for the this distribution to all the regions. So we have to wait for 4 to 5 minutes. Here I am going to explore it once. You can also do it here, block or unblock geographical. Yeah, here you can see CloudFront geographical restrictions type is none. If you need to block for this specific country, you can select it. If you are like to enable only for the specific country, you can also enable it. I will show once it done. It came to the active state. Now it's deploying, so I'm pausing the recording video. Yeah, the status was changed from deploying to some date and time. This is the DNS address. Just copy it and paste it in your browser. So here we are getting a error, bad gateway error. So what we have to do now, go to your load balancer here. In the load balancer, click on the profile. Okay, now you can observe in the listening port, we enabled it for the accessing the through HTTPS, right? Yeah. So we can use in the two ways. Without the CloudFront, we can also configure the route 53. So for the purpose of the CloudFront, we have to disable this thing. go to the load balancer and click this in the listener rules, click on the HTTPS, manage rules, edit rules, and again in the rules select this thing and actions, edit rules. In the protocol just select HTTP and click on the save, and again we have to wait for the 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah, now you can see the status was changed from 502 to 504, gateway error, timeout error. So we change in the load balancer to 443 to 80, right? So in the CloudFront, select your CloudFront profile and come to here the origin. You can see here origin and select this thing and click on the edit. Here you can see the protocol, click on this HTTP only protocol, and once it done click on this save changes. Is deploying, it takes some time. Let's refresh the page. Yeah, now we can see we can able to access this private hosted EC2 instance via the CloudFront, and here you can see the certificate. It is the CloudFront SSL certificate. So now just copy this link, otherwise copy the DNS name of your CloudFront, move to your route 53 here in the hosted zone, create record here. Here I am going to give the subdomain as app and click on the alias, type the CloudFront. Yeah, here you can see there is no resource found, because why means while creating the certificate in the North Virginia, we gave on the directly domain name, not the wildcard entry of the subdomain. So that's why is showing the error, not error, the resource is not found. Now I am going to remove this thing. Let's try this once again. You can see the CloudFront is now appearing because of the removing the subdomain. Make sure, consider this is as a troubleshooting technique. Don't get stressed, but in this video I am shown the troubleshooting and as well as the creation of the architecture. Once it's done, click on the create records. Yeah, now the record is added, and just copy here the website and paste it here. So we have to wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Actually after this some time, now I can able to access via this link, and here they are showing the not secure because I tried different project, that's why I am getting the not secure. Let's try in the private window. See, my certification is validated SSL certificate. Yeah, so in this project we done all the things, the isolated EC2 instance and VPC, NAT Gateway, Internet Gateway, load balancer, CloudFront, public, Subnet, everything, and we seen the logic of the security group also. And in the coming up videos, I am going to making a VPC peering. This is the architecture what we have done. This all the projects are available in my website. You can go with here this link I will give you in the description box below. Go to the projects and select what you like to see. Right now in my bucket list only have the AWS projects. In the future upcoming dates I am going to do the DevSecOps and the Kubernetes. If you like this video, like and subscribe the channel. Once again, thanks for watching the video. Right now what I am going to do, this is enough to see all the details of the architecture. So now I am going to cleaning up. What I am going to do now, I am not going to talk anything and recording the face. So I am just pausing it everything. You can also watch it, otherwise you can also close this video, not an issue.